Sup flappers, welcome back to another video, and let me tell you guys, expectations are as tempered as can be. I am like Nippon steel folded over 1,000 times tempered. That's how tempered I am. I'm like ready to go into the forger to become one with the blade, right? I'm telling you guys, this next patch may be the one to test your resolve. And I'm not talking about resisting to pull 5 stars, 4 stars. Let's be honest, you guys are well beyond that point, right? People who are still playing this game essentially have elevated to the status of like Buddhist monks. You guys are so far away and disconnected from the otherworldly desires that you guys can resist the armpits, resist the cut that maidens will bestow on your fragile heart.
What did he say?
I'm talking about resisting the cravings for Sumeru. I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I can't wait for Sumeru, right? I'm living and breathing for Sumeru at this point. Reruns don't really matter. After the chasm, after the Archon quest, I am satiated, I am rejuvenated. You know, I can go on for a couple more months at this point without any meaningful content. To be honest with you guys, Spiral Abyss this time around was just challenging enough for me to feel something, but for the most part there's not much to do. All right, let's be honest here. Exploration, farming for more artifacts, building up more alternative teams, the usual. And I'm sure for most of you guys, I don't know how you guys are dealing with the game state right now, but I'm sure you guys are coping one way or another, with the exception to the people who are doom posting every other one of my videos. I'm sure for the most part people are doing fine. And as some of you guys may know, whether you agree or disagree, I have made videos with my concerns regarding the power scaling of characters for 5 stars mostly. And with Yellen coming soon, I've already made my speculations. I'm saying she has to be either something completely new that we've never seen at all from Hydro whatsoever, meaning Hoyoverse is going to come up with some complete new archetype of characters, or she's just going to be an upgraded version of a pre-existing character, right? These are the only 2 routes. Most of the other niches have all been filled, like healers, main DPS, support DPS, pure support, whatever. It's all been sorted out. So for a Hydro 5-star, it needs to hold some sort of impact, especially with Ayato just coming out. I've already made my peace with Yellen. I don't care at this point if she slaps me across the face and into the stratosphere, or she sits in the sewers along with some other characters. Doesn't concern me. I'm still going to be pulling for her. I'm going to try my best to make her work like I've done with all the other characters. But we need to talk about this Electro ninja. I've said in many videos in the past that Electro has an identity issue, but on top of that, Electro is also missing a crucial role in the game. There is one role in the game right now that Electro does not fulfill, right? And it's not a support DPS, it's not a main DPS, it's not a support, and it certainly isn't a buffer. So what is Electro missing? You have 2 seconds to comment down below what is Electro missing. 210. Healer. We need an Electro healer. And I'll be damned if this character doesn't heal us in some way, because at this point Hoyoverse has dragged it on long enough for Electro characters and archetype. They're the last one to kind of fulfill this particular role, right? All other elements has somebody, be it in its primary role or a subsidiary role. They have it. Like Geo has Noelle, which arguably some people would say is a top tier healer, and I can't really argue with that. So if Kuki comes out and she doesn't heal us somehow, I'm gonna be upset, right? We don't need anything else at this point for Electro, and let Dendro work its magic. Now, with regarding to Dendro, I can only say I'm inhaling an insanely unhealthy amount of copium, and I'm riding high on cloud 9. All right, I'm just at this point, if I fall from how high I'm riding right now, when it comes to my expectations for Dendro and its reactions, I might split the earth in 2. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have certain expectations. For the most part, I just want to see Dendro give Electro more of an identity. Now, let's be honest here, whether you are a meta player or a complete off-meta enthusiast, we can all agree that currently not all elements are made equally. Not all characters are made equally, and certainly not all teams' reactions are made equally. And let's just not even talk about resonance, because that shit is about as fair as an underground wrestling match. All right? So if Dendro, however so slightly, can push Electro towards somewhat of an identity. I'm not saying power scaling, let's not even touch the numbers. Just somehow let us get a clearer understanding of both what we, or Hoyoverse at the very least, wants this element to be. What do you want Electro to do? Some people, and I've seen this many times, saying, well, Walrus, they already made it very clear. They want Electro to be a regenerative, supportive element for energy particles, right? But why does it only generate electro particles in its resonance? In what part does this element identify as a battery element? It's not in the reactions, and resonance wise it only pretty much works for Electro. And before you start pointing like, well, Raiden Shogun, right? Come on, we can't keep using one Electro unit to kind of blanket over the entirety of the element. We all understand Raiden is a superb unit, but we can't scale all Electro units, both past and future, to the level of Raiden Shogun, and truth be told, they don't. Look at Kaching. Can you truly say Kaching is at the same caliber as Raiden because they're both Electro? That's not how this works. Raiden is exceptional. Raiden is the creme de la creme, the tip of all Electro possibilities. But for that very reason, that is why Hoyoverse will not let more units measure up to this capability. So Electro does have an identity issue, and I know it's not going to be fixed in 2.7. Hell, maybe not 2.8, but when Dendro drops, when Sumeru drops, I do hope to see somewhat of a change. Hoyoverse, do you want Electro to be a damage amplifying? Do you want it to be energy regenerative? Do you want it to be AoE controlling? Or do you want it to be supportive damage? What is it you want this element to function as in the game? The role, the identity, please, let's see it. Furthermore, let's just touch on 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, 3.0. When is it going to happen? I don't know. I think there's a chance we might get it in 2.8. There's a fair chance. I'm not going to say 100%. There's a fair chance because it lines up pretty well with the summer holidays, you know, student getting out of school, and even people with summer school. I think there is an argument to be said that you can have more time and freedom to play during that time. Of course, you can also say that it's going to come in 2.9, and it makes sense as well. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying 2.8 would be really nice as to kind of end the drought somewhat. But then again, we do have to anticipate for Golden Archipelago, so we got to leave a patch for that, right? It could be coming in 2.7, it could be coming in 2.8, and then we can welcome Sumeru in 3.0, which essentially will be 2.9. We don't know, but I'm saying there's like around a 40% chance for it to be 2.8, and maybe 60 or 50% chance for it to be 2.9, and then a remainder 10% chance for it to be actually the 3.0. So that's all I wanted to say today. I'm pretty excited for what the next two patches has to offer in terms of downtime. I hope Hoyoverse finds creative ways to integrate some more combat events, and I'm sure there is a decent amount of people who would want to take their characters, slap around some Hilitrils, Midotrills, or some buffed up enemies. Hopefully some mind-numbing combat event. Oh, it would be really nice to kind of get the season going, get the blood flowing to the right places for some of these combat craving lunatics like myself. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I've kind of rejuvenated you guys a little bit. So excited for this Friday. Should be the live stream, and I'm going to be giving away some goodies during that stream. So can't wait to see you guys then. Until then, stay safe. Peace. Bye bye.